I think perhaps we should be boycotting AI. It's one of these niggling thoughts. It's been at the back of my mind, and I hadn't really put it into words. I avoid using it because I know that it's terrible for the environment. And so I don't want to do that. But also, I firmly believe in using my brain. When I was a teacher, I remember my team having this whole conversation about how if we let our kids look words up online, they would lose the ability to alphabetize. Because think about it, when you're looking at a dictionary and trying to find a word, that's a skill, finding things in alphabetical order. And so there are just so many skills that we lose with technology. And in America, we have these techno bros who have no regard for us. There are books about it. And they just put stuff out and we just gobble it up without considering the consequences. And then 20 years later, oopsie, look at the damage it's causing. We can just say no. They are investing a fortune in AI. And as a non-business person, non-expert, I think it's going to pop. I think it's a bubble. The income isn't there. They're investing all of this money, but there's no guarantee that they're actually going to make money back from it. And then when they fail after their risky investments, they're going to come with their palms out, expecting us to bail them out. And then we can throw a fit like the Tea Partiers. That can be us. But they're guzzling up all of our water. They are driving up our electricity costs. We're subsidizing this venture without consent. In Memphis, there's discussion about the fact that it looks like Elon Musk's system is polluting the air even. And these technocrats, they believe in autocracy. They want to have a CEO in place at the top, an authoritarian like Donald Trump. Mark Zuckerberg wants us to all live in virtual reality, clearly, because he's so repugnant. He needs to have the fake friends online. Elon Musk wants us to finance his flights to space. And Peter Thiel wants to put rich people in robot bodies so they can live forever. And so it's like, I went along too, passively, right? Like just ordering stuff on Amazon rather than supporting my local businesses. We can just say no. We can just refuse to use it. They aren't regulating it. There have been several incidents of ChatGPT or character AI possibly causing the death of children. They have fought regulation for decades. And we don't have to use everything that they give us. They're also predicting that it's going to take away a lot of jobs. We have power. We can choose to say no. We can choose to say, you know what? It might be harder for me to construct this sentence, but I do have a brain here and I'm going to do it on my own, rather than wasting the electricity required to have ChatGPT do it for me. We can do that. If enough of us refuse to use it, then there goes their investment, there goes their wealth, there goes their power over us. Rightly so. It just sucks that the most annoying people at your high school are the types of men controlling our country now. They're the ones getting to call all the shots. Why? Because they like computers? I'm really over that. They need to be regulated. They need to be taxed. And they need to not be allowed to just throw things out that cause us harm. We can just say no. We can consent to more technology being shoved down our throats. And I am saying no. My husband does not use it. It feels the same way. My children use it a little bit, but I am not going to use AI. I'm not going to use ChatGPT. I'm not going to cause any more harm to the environment than I already have. And I'm not going to line the pockets of the techno bros any more than I already have. Any more than I already do by being on this platform. We can just say no.